welcome back to my YouTube channel. I forgot to film an intro, but yeah, I know it's been so long since I last posted a video. Like, I'm pretty sure the last time was in like the beginning of August, and now it's the end of October. But yeah, I finally got time to record again, so I'm so excited for that. And obviously, we are continuing the Rainbow Sketchbook Spread series, and I do have matching nails up on my Instagram, so go check that out at esvy.jpg. But yeah, I mean, I'm so excited to bring back voiceover Shania. Like I said in the intro, this is one of the Rainbow Sketchbook Spread series videos. And today's color is brown. But since it's fall, I wanted to do like fall themed items, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, this video is like way longer, by the way. It's like 10 or 11 minutes. I realized that my speed paints, they're like way too fast, and that's mainly because I didn't want it to be like too long of a video. But then I realized that like my head was low-key hurting whenever I was watching the video, so I decided to slow that down. So let me know if that's way better for you guys. But yeah, I am still getting back in the hang of doing all of this, like editing and doing the voiceover. Like, I'm pretty sure it's my 6th or 7th time doing just this part again. I mean, I've forgotten to click the record button like 2 of the times, and like 3 of the other times I was just like rambling and stumbling over my words. And then the last time I recorded it perfectly, but then I clicked the delete button instead of the keep button. So yeah, I'm still a little rusty on this, but I'm so glad to be back again. Like, this really is my like happiness and my joy doing this. So yeah, I mean, I've been like doing okay, in case you were wondering. Like, I've been doing good. I know, I mean, I have obviously not been posting on Instagram as much. I'm still trying to like post at least like 2 or 3 times a month, which is not too bad, right? But yeah, I am back in person school. It is hectic. It's a lot of work. My school bus comes at 6:30, so I'm like leaving the house at like 6:20 and like waking up super early. So that part, is a bit tiring, especially when you have to do it every single day. But other than that, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I've been like meeting so many new people at my high school, and there's so many like nice and amazing people. I really do love going to school. The friends part, the school part does get tiring sometimes, but I'm taking a lot of classes I like this year, including art, which is like probably I'm so happy for, because if I didn't have art as a class, I'd probably be insane by now, because that's basically like some of the only time I get to do art. And like most of the times I even end up working on my personal art in that class, because I really don't get time at home. I have so much other homework. But yeah, like, I swear to God, art class is the only thing keeping me sane, so I'm so happy for that. And like, my teacher is amazing, and my friends in that class are amazing. So yeah, I'm so glad for that. And yeah, in my school, even though the fine arts funding is so low, we still get, like, there's still a lot of options for like art itself. So there's a drawing option and like ceramics and stuff, but I chose painting this year because I mean, I already feel like I'm kind of good at like sketching, and plus I didn't just want to do realism with color pencil. So I'm like, you know what, I want to do painting, because I feel like that's what I still need to get good at. And it has been like, I can definitely feel like I've improved. I've gotten so much good advice from my art teacher. I feel like so far we've only done pieces in mainly like watercolor, but my teacher does let us use gouache occasionally. But yeah, I do feel way more confident in it. I've drawn like way more faces with watercolor since then. I just feel like I'm able to like control where my paint is going and how to use paintbrushes way better. So I'm so glad I took painting instead of like drawing or something, and I feel like I'm probably gonna take painting next year as well. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like art style, I still don't think I've established one yet, but I've been like reading a lot, and I really don't think that an art style or something is something I need to like establish. And I think I'm slowly starting to accept that, like, as I change my art style, or like what I feel like drawing in that moment is also going to change. So I feel like it's unrealistic of myself to like say, oh, this is what my art style is gonna be. I mean, like, no shade towards anybody who does have like an art style. I think that's so cool that they can like maintain that and like develop it, and like that their art style grows with them. But yeah, realized to just like take it easy and not focus on like building an art style, but rather just experimenting a lot and drawing what I feel like in that moment. And really like Pinterest and like Instagram and looking through those two apps have helped me so much, because there's just so much like funky like reference photos, and like that, like seeing those reference photos has also like piqued my interest in like photography. I mean, I haven't done much yet. I mean, I am part of this year's yearbook, but other than that, I haven't been taking like too many pictures, but it definitely is something I want to start doing. But yeah, just consuming a lot of media, I guess, in general has helped me so much with just like my creative process and like what I want to add in. And I think before I was trying to go for like a more like mature and how do I say it, like not simple, but like mature and kind of like dark art theme, art style. But like right now, and like even for the past few like weeks or I guess months, I mean, I've really been liking like super colorful, like super big and loud and like bold and expressive art, and that's really what I feel like I'm going to like strive towards from now on. I mean, obviously it might change in the future, but that's what feels most comfortable for me. But yeah, I was even like reflecting on these sketchbook spread series, and for me, I am like usually decently satisfied with how these videos come out, because, you know, I'm tending to shoot these in like 1.5 hours, and sometimes I'm not the most inspired, and so I'm like, oh, this is okay, but I guess I'll just like post it because I did it for this long. But I still don't think it's like truly reflective of my art style, so I guess I've kind of kept it as a goal for like my future videos to be like more my art style. And so I've tried to make these videos more like aesthetic and like simple and calming, and although that is what I want to strive for and do, I think my style is way more like funky and bold and like loud and expressive, like I was saying before. So I think I'm slowly going to start to like shift my YouTube channel to like that type of thing, if that makes sense, you know, make my YouTube channel more reflective of me, because I don't feel like my YouTube channel is like that right now. I am very proud of my work because it takes a really long time, but I just don't think it represents me the most, if that makes sense. And in terms of like realism or like cartoonish styles, I think I am in between. I like semi-realism, I guess, if that makes sense. I like having more of a realistic kind of base in terms of like coloring, and then whenever I do line art or adding highlights or shadows, I like making it cartoonish with like stronger and bolder lines. I feel like my Instagram is more representative of my art style than my YouTube channel videos, because I feel like whenever I'm filming, I'm under the pressure, so I always choose like things that are easy or simple for me, or know that it will come out good, so I don't like push myself. But whenever I'm like not filming, I have like total creative freedom, so I'm like free to experiment. So I feel like that's a thing. So hopefully in the future, like the videos that I record are more expressive of my art style, but I think it'll still take me a while. Right now, I really like doing realism with like pencil, like just pencil. I think it's super fun to like sketch. That's still one of my like favorite things to do. I just think I love the texture of like the paper and like the pencil touching. But yeah, whenever it comes to like art and like other mediums, I guess like gouache or like marker or color pencil, I tend to have a more of like semi-realistic or like cartoonish style with like bolder line art and like thick highlights and shadows. I'm still very scared to push those values. I'm still very hesitant, but I think I'm becoming better to like push the darker values and add contrasting highlights. But I guess it's all part of the process. The last thing I wanted to talk about is, I guess, like pressure and like comparing yourself in terms of art, because I think whenever you tend to look up to people or like have inspirations, they're usually people who are like quote unquote better at art than you. But I think what I've slowly realized is that like there is no better than you, or like there's no like levels to art. I really truly do feel like everybody has like good art, because at the end of the day, art is just like art, you know what I'm saying? It's just like emotions. I mean, you wouldn't like invalidate somebody's emotions and be like what they're going through is like worse than this person's, because I mean like everybody's like pain and happiness and experiences are valid. So I feel like it's the same way with art. Like you can't just say one person's art is better than the other person's art, because it's a reflection of who they are. So I feel like that's something you can't compare. But yeah, with that being said, it is the end of the video. I had so much fun filming this and doing the whole thing over again after so long. The voiceover was so fun to film. I've just been talking to myself and it's amazing. But yeah, stay warm. It's getting colder, even in Texas. But yeah, happy Halloween. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!